What up, man? What up? What's up? It's Big Nasty, the Nasty 90s baby. Straight from the Bay. How you doing? The name Big Nasty came about in high school, actually. There was this track that I used to like, a Tiger track. It's this Tiger track that goes something like make nasty, drop to the floor, make it nasty. That was the track, and then I used to sing that track all the time. And my friends called me not for some reason, I guess because of my weight. They always used to call me B.I.G. or the Notorious or Biggie Smalls or whatever. And since I used to sing that song a lot, they kind of just put two and two together and it became Big Nasty. 2ITC is a project that I've been working on for quite some time now. It basically stands for Too Young to Care. It promotes free living and doing what you want to do in your youth, things that you know that you won't be able to do later. It's all about living in the moment and, basically just being yourself as most as you can and not care about the little things that influence you or may mess up your life or whatever. Just kind of focus on the good just for once. So TYTC comes from a place of happiness and just a place of joy. In the tape, the TYTC intro it's not the intro to my tape actually, but at that time I just felt that it described me the best at that specific time and for what TYTC meant to me at that time, you know what I'm saying? So for me to put it on Sincerely Yours, that was me just showing people that listen here, I've got something coming on my own, that I'm not just gonna do the whole Sincerely Yours vibe all over again, that I'm gonna be a solo artist. And it was me presenting myself to the listeners at the time that listen here, this is Big Nasty, this is how I want to do it, and this is how it's gonna go. Working with Kyle White was dope actually, because in the sense that he had already worked with a lot of artists beforehand. You know what I'm saying? That had been in the industry. He's shot for a lot of guys like Casper. He's shot for Ricky. He's shot for Maluma Cool Cat. So working with him was a relationship my brother had with him at the time. So they were able to link up and make it happen. So in terms of learning anything, I learned it's hard to get your video on TV. That's what I learned. I learned that just having, for a long time I thought just having a video was going to change things, I thought that this was it, and it turned out that it wasn't. So the transformation video could still play on TV, but it could not at the same time. So working with him on that, it taught me that not everything goes as you planned it. That consistency it beats everything. I mean, you just gotta keep going. Is DNA music still intact? Of course it's still intact. I mean, it would go nowhere. I mean, my Twitter handle right now, it's Big Nasty DNA. I mean, DNA is what it is and forever will be what it was, if that makes sense. But DNA is DNA. I mean, the roster of DNA has dropped tremendously. It's basically me, Lavash, S02E05, T.Beats, and that's about it. The thing is, from my knowledge about being an EC person moving to Joburg, if you're doing that move, I think it's in your best interest if you know somebody there already, because the amount of rappers in PE, you go to Joburg and it's just 10 times more. You know what I'm saying? It's Joburg's a way bigger place than PE. So where where there's one good rapper here, you'll find 5 that side, because it's just way bigger. So me personally, I don't think, unless you have a specific plan, like listen here, I'm gonna go to Joburg. Once I get to Joburg, I'm gonna go to this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy, you know. But if you just think being there is gonna help you, it won't. You won't benefit anything from going that side unless you have a specific plan. That ofika kwamapha kule ndawo ufike ndithi ekubani thetha ngubani. But if you don't have that mindset and thinking, no, let me just go to Joburg, then you're wasting your time basically. You're not gonna achieve much. Eat the cake, damn cake. Eat the cake. The more I'd like to see is more togetherness, man. More camaraderie that side. You know what I'm saying? Like, people here will just do things alone. Like, this is what I'm doing, and I'm doing it. Screw everyone else. This is my move, or this is my what have you, or you know what I'm saying? Just try involve people more in whatever you're doing, whether it be an event, whether it be a track, whether it be fucking wiping your shoe. Just involve someone. Don't want to do everything alone. People are around to use. Don't want to be that guy that I did it on my own, like, cause you don't have to be that guy. We can all do this together. Just people just need to be more open-minded and to work with other people. Just be willing to work with people. If you're gonna work with someone which you think that is gonna benefit it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who I can work with that I haven't worked with. Because if you didn't listen to what I said doing the same thing and expecting a different result is insanity. I've worked with the people that I feel I should work with. I see no point in me, because now if I want to work with someone different, I'd literally have to go on Facebook and write, hey, who wants to work with me? People that I haven't worked with already. You know what I'm saying? So like Muzi, like we've worked with Muzi. He's played our songs in the club. I've got a track, we've got 2 tracks with him, as a matter of fact. He's come to this studio more than I can count. Same with AK, he's come to this studio more than I can count. So I just have a specific group of people I like to work with. You know what I'm saying? The project that was supposed to drop in 2015 that didn't happen, that was a result of poor organization and trusting the wrong people. The thing is, the tracks were done, right? Like, I had recorded 4 tracks. So now I was just gonna drop that EP, because I was actually gonna drop TYTC in installments, you know? I wasn't just gonna drop the whole thing, because I've got like quite a lot of tracks going on. So it was gonna be like TYTC Pieces of Me installment 1. That was gonna be the first one. It was gonna entail the intro and the first 4 tracks. I was gonna drop that. I was gonna let it mellow. I was gonna let y'all have it. And then 2 weeks later, I was gonna drop the second installment. It was gonna basically be 3 installments, put it all together, 12 tracks. Now, the first installment was supposed to drop. I gave it to my nigga. I was like, hey, my nigga, can you mix this for me? Can you get it done? He was like, nah, I'm gonna get it done. And then I hollered at the guy and I was like, yo, dude, what's happening with this thing? And he was like, about that. So that's what happened with it, is I never got it back from the guy I was supposed to get it from. So I just decided to keep those 4 tracks, because then by the time I had met up with you guys and you asked me about it, I had better tracks that I had done. So I was like, we're gonna let those tracks never come out, and we're just gonna start working on the new material I have. Recording in the room thing, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong. It's just the quality just comes in the mastering of the actual music. You know what I'm saying? That's where the quality comes in the mastering. In terms of shows, I just feel that as rappers we should stop waiting for shows to happen. You know, we should do our own shows. Like, if you're confident enough that you as a person will be able to pull a crowd, and then you see, that's where coming together falls into play. Because if you want to do a show, that's when you holler at the next guy, like, hey man, let's do a show. That will help raise capital. You guys can split the funds. You both get to perform. You both made money. You start working on the next show. That's where things grow. When you start taking initiative yourself, that I want to do a show now for this specific thing. You can't just wait and be like, hey, I hope I get booked for this show. I hope a show comes. No. Like, you have to go get it yourself. You have to work at it yourself. You have to make it happen for yourself. You can't wait for someone to make it happen for you. It was Big Nasty doing the interview with the Blacksmithed. Thank you so much for coming out. Follow me on Twitter at Big Nasty DNA. 2ITC is gonna drop sometime this year. I don't know when, but it's gonna drop, and when it drops, it's gonna be dope. Yeah, man. Shout out to anyone watching. Shout out to the people that listen. It's Big Nasty.
That ain't gonna work at all. So if I ain't around, you can fuck with Sean. And really, I'm so sorry, I'm just trying to get on. The he say, she say, I can't be involved. Fresh cut grass like I'm mowed alone. Nasty bad.